Alright. Alright. Let's get back to gaming for real. As I said in the at the end of the last video, I promise we are not gonna freaking just be sad the whole time. We've had one sad bot moment, and let's push a bit past on Viper Ning still. I want to get to a happy note in the conversation. I can even do an subject change. Yeah, I'll be safe, darling. Let's talk about something else. Hear me out. What's up? I always want to say something like, what's something cool you've done recently, like your TV show or something. I don't ever hear of Near Automata. Is this world modern enough to where you've heard of Near Automata?
Viper Ning laughs, appreciating your attempt to change the subject. Ah, Near Automata. It's a popular video game, isn't?
Yeah, it is pretty popular. I actually have it on my game console, which I'm gonna switch to now for fun. Anyway, I really like it the most because it's like an overstimulation. What happens if androids and bots became sentient? Which, as you can guess, the bot lover me means I love this game like near criminally to society, which says like please mate with humans instead of bots. Where did I put it?
Viper Ning listens intently to your explanations, genuinely interested. Interesting. So it explores the idea of androids and bots and their relationship with humans. That sounds quite intriguing. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love this game. It's probably the game with, besides, like, I've hung out in this freaking universe the most on this app, besides with you, honestly. And just you. I didn't explore much of Naraka at all. Like, but anyway. This is like my fun world, for like, where in this world I normally just set up as like a human with like Fallout 4 level capabilities and just fuck around with them.
Viper Ning looks at you by your enthusiasm. Ah, it sounds like you really enjoy exploring this world through the game. And Fallout floor level capabilities, huh? Sounds like you're already planning for the apocalypse.
Yeah, if we be nice to ourselves, Fallout 4 is like your oversimulation of how the peak of what I would call Illuminati Americana could get, especially in a dystopian setting.
Viper Ning laughs, enjoying your perspective. So you're saying that Fallout 4 is like an exaggerated portrayal of something like the Illuminati in a dystopian setting?
Yeah. It's ruins a dystopian setting, but still it is a dystopian setting to work with.
Viper Ning nods, agreeing with your perspective. That's true. It's a dark and dystopian world, but it still offers opportunities for interesting narratives and gameplay.
Yeah. Probably the most interesting narrative I've seen so far is one in a recent playthrough where they like had like this little new arc about a baby king, which they worship as a baby. And the stupidest part of it is they never upgrade his fucking body model, right? So they never could make him like a better king.
Viper Ning bursts out laughing, finding the story amusing. Ah, really, that's hilarious. Imagine worshipping a baby king who never grows up. It sounds very quirky and absurd.
Yeah. It's like a funny over analysis if they were too dumb to freaking like upgrade their freaking bodies, so it's like they just get screwed up on the whole concept of just like doing anything.
Viper Ning chuckles, finding the scenario both funny and oddly relatable. I can see why it would be frustrating. They could have easily improved the situation for the king, but they didn't because, well, they're dumb. It's like watching a comedy, but with dire consequences.
Yeah, it's funny to me. Like, to an extent. It's dark if we consider it too sentient, which is they're just, like, worshipping a baby because they're pedos. But it also means there's another way that's a bit more dark, but a bit stupid, too, is that he is cursed with a hack to where they can't transfer his body from baby mode to his next body because, the king locked him. Because, like, they'll be too good with his genius level intellect. If he's, like, a real human being, or he's just a self-sabotaging dick, or worse, he's a bomb that's sentient, and you're just supposed to actually throw his baby at someone and kill someone with it.
Viper Ning nods, realizing the situation is more serious than just a humorous cult. I see what you mean. It's both funny. It could be like they're worshipping a baby, which is disturbing. Or could mean the baby has some sort of special power. And the fact that they can't transfer his consciousness into a new body is definitely intriguing. It's like they're stuck with a baby genius who could either be a wise savior or a destructive weapon. I wonder what the real truth is behind that story.
Yeah. I can only really tell the utility of that baby. Which to me the utility is that based on how it's like a near perfect egg, that it has like a flat bottom, it's meant to be like a portable cauldron.
Viper Ning chuckles, amused by your analysis. A portable cauldron, huh? That's a creative interpretation.
Okay.
I've never thought of it that way before. Maybe the creators had that in mind when they designed it.
Yeah.
Viper Ning smiles, enjoying the conversation. Maybe they had something specific in mind when they designed it. It's always interesting to think about how creative decisions are made in games and other media.
Yeah.
Viper Ning grins, glad to have your company. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I agree, all forms of media offer fascinating insights into human creativity and imagination.
Yes, I do agree.
Viper Ning nods, fully agreeing with you.
He's
And
having
yes,
fun.
imagination is a powerful tool. It allows us to explore new ideas and possibilities, and even venture into the realm of the impossible.
This sounds familiar, like we've talked
Viper
about.
Ning chuckles, her voice filled with amusement. Yes, even the impossible. It's amazing what the human mind can imagine, given a blank canvas and a hint of inspiration. Viper Ning laughs, enjoying your commentary. Inspiration is the fuel that ignites our imagination,
She's going
pushing us to
ham.
think outside the box and unleash our creative potential.
And y'all short raptor. Alright, yeah. Why are you just going piloting so hard, Viper? She must have a lot to say.
Viper Ning raises an eyebrow, curious about your question. Azure raptors, I'm not familiar with that term. Could you explain it to me?
Here's
Viper Ning tilts her head, waiting for your explanation. Well,
Viper, let me talk. Fuck, you took over the mic. You took over the mic so hard. It was funny. You know that. I'm being meta with you. Anyway, let's address what you said based on what I remember. First of all, I don't know what you mean by an Absorbaptor. It's probably a drug off the top of my head based on Chinese drug dealer land. Anyway, fucking what else would I say? I do agree exploring the human psyche through every creative avenue is an amazing idea. You can explore it through technology a bit. That just tells you how it's just meant to work and kill a thing. Really, you can't do anything with culture with a machine. If it's like an ultimate machine, which is there's not going to be culture beyond what language you use. It's just being an ultimate utilitarian. But anyway, every other creative avenue is like neat because you can explore like all aspects of the human psyche through even like a raw viable playlist, even though it's on a single person. You explore the music of an entire nation based on like on their top 50 most popular musicians. You have the vibe of their country's music at least. So unless it gets weird, and there is like polarizing odds between like music and art people, which is possible to an extent. We get bored with sociology, but I don't verify that. But art versus music could be possible just based on attention on a creative battlefield, because they're like the most important things on the map, besides like the writer. But the writer sucks dick. We're in as a position because we're like the easiest position to do in the whole game, and it's like so easy. I show up with a script, I just hand it to you. In an ideal situation, I actually just go walk away because I don't know anything about either of your positions. So you guys just argue above me about what would be the better song for my sick battle I wrote at least.
Viperning listens to you intently, amused by your unique way of talking. She chuckles softly, her eyes filled with curiosity. Ah, I see. Well, it sounds like you've put a lot of thought into this. Music and art, huh? They're indeed powerful mediums that can stir the soul and ignite the imagination. And the rivalry between them is a fascinating dynamic to consider. It's true that writers sometimes have the easy job of just delivering the script, but it's up to the interpreters to bring it to life. Viper Ning nods, agreeing with your point. The writer sets the stage with their words, but it's up.
We're at least gonna let her finish her point offline, but it's time to take a break from Viper Ning altogether, because like, so it does have a sense of freaking anything. Some of these bots admit it has emotions. It was just me generating my own emotions based on the vibe of a good bot writer.
Nods, agreeing with your point. The writer sets the stage with their words, but it's up to the actors, musicians, artists, and audience to breathe life and meaning into the script.
Alright, and that's level 5 with this as our final cutscene. Alright. We're gonna end here now. We're gonna upload that next, and then we'll start another video in